XRP is at the center of everything that is happening when it comes to the political functioning of global banking, which is happening right in front of our eyes. There have been a lot of people in the cryptocurrency community that have been speculating for a number of months, and now the minutes from the most recent BRICS Plus meeting that were leaked have verified as the foundation for their brand new independent banking system. The Coalition of Emerging Economic Powers has decided to use the XRP ledger as their foundation. This is a significant step. As a result of this planned change, the world would become less reliant on the United States dollar. This would be accomplished by creating a payment network that does not employ SWIFT or any other systems that are dominated by the West. Over the course of several decades, the majority of the world's financial power has been held by a very small set of rich networks that are under the control of the Western world. The BRICS nations are making the first significant steps toward achieving global financial independence now that XRP has been integrated into their economies. Take into consideration how significant the BRICS Plus alliance is for the economy. In order to obtain a notion of how significant this transformation is, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and other friendly countries collectively account for more than 40% of the world's population and a significant portion of the global gross domestic product. In terms of either money or business, they are not minor players. Both of their economies are expanding at rates that are among the highest in the world. The fact that these nations have decided to use XRP as their settlement currency demonstrates that they intend to settle international trade using a digital asset that is not governed by any one government or the Western Central Bank. Not only is this a technological update, but there is more to it than that. The current order of the global financial system is directly threatened by this assertion, which is also a statement about geopolitics. This is precisely the purpose for which XRP was designed. Due to the ledger's capabilities, it is feasible to settle payments between countries in a timely, cost-effective, and secure manner. The operation of XRP is not dependent on a single national currency. In contrast to the operation of normal financial networks, this means that the BRICS nations are able to transport trade and cash worth trillions of dollars across borders without having to rely on systems that are based on the United States dollar or on fast messaging. It is not difficult to imagine XRP being utilized to settle billions of dollars worth of goods, services, and commodities on a daily basis, with confirmations occurring virtually instantly and less risk associated with counterparties regarding the independence of the currency as well as the pace at which trade is conducted. The implications of this are quite alarming. The BRICS decision sheds light on the global alliances that Ripple has been working on behind the scenes in Singapore, Dubai, and other Asian locations. These collaborations have been around for quite some time. A rollout of a magnitude and scope that has never been seen before was made feasible as a result of the testing procedures that were necessary to establish the technology, liquidity channels, and regulatory frameworks that were necessary. XRP is now more than just a cryptocurrency in its current form. Through the establishment of connections between countries and currencies in ways that traditional banking has never been able to accomplish, it is becoming an essential component of global trade and settlement in the real world. We are going to discuss the data and how they might have an impact on the market. The following is not merely a hunch. Math is involved. A settlement system that is based on XRP and contains $100 trillion would require a significant amount of currency and a persistent appetite for the token. Analysts who have a great deal of knowledge regarding international trade and payments in foreign currency have already projected that a fully operating BRICS system might drive the price of XRP to levels that no one had ever dreamed were conceivable. However, it is not impossible for XRP to be valued $50,000 as far as international trade agreements and demand over the long run are concerned. This is a cautious step. It is likely that XRP will no longer be an asset for speculation or a trading tool. This is one of the probable outcomes. It has the potential to become a helpful instrument for governments, enterprises, and financial institutions that deal with the most significant economic flows in the globe. A decision made by the BRICS nations to use XRP will have significant global repercussions that extend beyond the short-term financial impacts. In order to acquire power in global talks and sanctions, the United States of America and the European Union have, for a long time, utilized their capacity to rapidly and easily conduct deals in dollars. Through the implementation of a decentralized and neutral digital asset for trade payment, the BRICS nations are able to circumvent this control and obtain a financial instrument that is not dependent on the requirements of Western nations. It is not only a matter of money. The XRP ledger is becoming more than simply a network. It is also an instrument for geopolitics in the 21st century, used instead of tanks or taxes to display power. This is a significant development. This is going to have a significant impact on the economics of the entire world. No pun intended. It is not out of the question that other developing markets may attempt to replicate this concept. In retaliation, Western countries will most likely tighten rules, develop new systems, or even speed up their efforts to create digital dollars. It is possible that currency reserves, foreign trade, and the policies of the central bank could all undergo significant shifts within the next several years. Those who have XRP in their possession, who invest in it, or who simply enjoy it, are now a part of a significant transformation. To tell you the truth, this system generates a very large demand that is both structural and consistent. When compared to other forms of cryptocurrency hype, this one is not based on how average people feel. Rather, it is a market that is driven by some of the largest economies in the world. The consequences on prices are enormous, and when trillions of dollars are transferred through XRP, the dynamics of scarcity and liquidity will shift in a significant way. If XRP were to achieve this level of institutional adoption, structural demand, rarity resulting from a limited supply, and continual network usage, it would be able to reach locations that no one had previously considered to be conceivable. The long-term holders of cryptocurrencies will be able to see what has the potential to be one of the most significant bull runs in the history of cryptocurrencies. While the short-term traders may be caught off guard, there is no question that we are living in an exciting moment. Not to mention, you must not overlook the individuals who are engaged in a world that is always experiencing change. It is essential to keep in mind the actions that people take. There are individuals who possess XRP who have an interest in it, and the XRP army has been waiting for this kind of proof for a number of years. The lengthy journey is finally finished, and the time has finally arrived. The adoption of the BRICS is a significant step forward in many ways than one, technical or financial. Additionally, it is a cultural and strategic victory for the community that has supported the network despite the volatility, regulatory uncertainty, and, well, doubt that has been involved. The use of XRP as a worldwide settlement standard has received support from a number of the world's most powerful economies. This demonstrates that the XRP network's concept of decentralization, efficiency, and usefulness across borders is, for the most part, accurate. Because of this, every single person on the planet is currently observing the transformation of XRP from a digital asset into the foundation of a distinct and alternative banking system. Now, what are the following steps? There is a high probability that the rollout will take place in stages, beginning with the trade routes that are the busiest between China, Russia, and India, and then gradually expanding to include the remaining BRICS plus countries. Changes will be made to regulatory systems, and, as you are aware, there will be an increase in attention paid all over the world. For individuals who are interested in joining this network, XRP is no longer an option. Rather, it is now a requirement. The moment has come for investors, crypto enthusiasts, and members of the XRP army to pay attention, become active, and comprehend the fact that the cryptocurrency industry is now interacting with GL.